Thus, I put the amendment.
Those in favor? Those against, the ayes have it. I put the third supplementary estimate 2025-2026 as amended. The Jamaica Public Body's second supplementary estimate of revenue and expenditure for the year ended March 2026 and the fiscal policy paper for the financial year 2025-2026 interim report. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. The report of the Standing Finance Committee of the whole House of Representatives, consisting of all members of the House, on the third supplementary estimates 2025-2026 as amended, the Jamaica Public Body second supplementary estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year ended March 2026, and the fiscal policy paper for the financial year 2025-2026 interim report is before me. Is it the wish of the committee that I sign it? Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. Let me see. The committee now stands adjourned. We return to the House members.
Righteous God, and
Right. From morning, I'm gonna wake up and send a call. When? But when me wake up, I see him, so I don't know where you can see him. And come back. You must have...
Choose your location. Select or build your favorite pizza. Once you're happy, click add to order. Enter your details, choose your payment method, then place your order. It's that simple.
Hi, Mary. Good evening, sweetie. I'm not getting a sound here, so I'll go on.
The House, members, we do have a long agenda. And when the House is noisy, we are having to pause and spend unnecessary time waiting for quiet. This honorable House now resumes its sitting. House Leader.
Madam Speaker, I ask for the recommittal of the items announcements, reports from committees, and notice of motions given orally.
Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. Report announcements. Clerk.
Also laid on the table of the House are the reports of the Standing Finance Committee of the House of Representatives, consisting of all members of the House on the third supplementary estimates for the financial year 2025-2026, the Jamaica Public Body's second supplementary estimates of revenues and expenditures for the year ending March 2026, and the fiscal policy paper for the financial year 2025-2026 interim report, and finally the Auditor General's Department Special Audit Report on the Houses of Parliament. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Reports from committees. Minister.
Madam
Stop
Speaker,
up the screen as you come on in for me.
table of the House a copy of the report of the Standing Finance Committee of the whole House of Representatives, consisting of all members of the House on the third supplementary estimates 2025-2026, the Jamaica Public Body's second supplementary estimates of revenues and expenditure for the year ending March 2026, and the fiscal policy paper for the financial year 2025-26 interim report.
Public business? No, this is a motion given orally, sorry.
Madam Speaker, I beg to give notice that at the next meeting of the House, I will move, be it resolved that the report of the Standing Finance Committee of the whole House of Representatives, consisting of all members of the House, on the third supplementary estimates 2025-2026, the Jamaica Public Body's second supplementary estimates of revenues and expenditure for the year ending March 2026, and the fiscal policy paper for the financial year 2025-26 interim report, which was laid on the table of the House on the 9th day of December 2025, be adopted. Madam Speaker, I further beg to give notice that at a later stage today,
Good night,
I will
everybody.
move for
Good
the
night.
suspension of the standing orders to enable
We
me
not
to
stay
take
listen
this
them
motion.
tonight because Flavor really there answer some question and a flap out.
Public business, Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, I now move for the suspension of the standing orders to enable me to take the motion, notice of which I gave earlier.
Question is that the standing orders be suspended so that Minister may take the motion notice of which she gave earlier. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. Minister?
Madam Speaker, I ask that the motion be approved.
Flavor not really fit for the minister at all. She not answer the question right.
The question is that the motion be approved. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it.
Madam Speaker, I thank the members of the House. I know we have gone through a marathon session to have our third supplemental pass, but they're now been passed, and I commend the Minister of Finance for marshalling the process.
Anyway, we have
now
our
go
assignment for
to the
the tonight,
Minister
you know. So
of
go and listen
Justice
till
to
everybody
close
come on in.
his debate on the We will now go to the Minister of Justice to close the debate on the Expungement Act.
Me no feel bother waste time listen to him chat nonsense. So guys, the whole city tonight. Joan. Tonight we're really going to talk about the treaty. And as I said last night, that many of us only just get up and talk things, but we don't really research how we talk. And that's something that I learned, that I must try to have first-hand knowledge before I jump to any conclusion in whatever area in life that I'm speaking about. I must know what I'm saying. And I take that very serious. 'Cause I don't want to look stupid and I don't want to sound stupid. Then when I said something and somebody go research it, then it is not what it is. Let me look for a clip. I think it was this one. In the Jamaica Galena. But the headline that says, Babsy Green says, they will be going into a compound. They will be going into looking back for the something, you know. So the headline says, government set to deploy JDF to help a compound despite leadership refusal. The Cultural Minister Olivia Babsy Green said the government will be pressing ahead with its commitment to assist the compound in St. Elizabeth after the aftermath of Melissa. This though the deployment of Jamaican Defence Force Engineer Corps to re-roof houses. Approximately 80% of the structure in the community were damaged or destroyed during the October 28th Hurricane Melissa. So, regardless of what Mr. Curry says, the government, I told you, right? Didn't I say that? The government will be pressing along to go in and help to rebuild. Carmelita, how are you? So last night we were here, and I'm looking for the persons who were here last night when I tell that we have an assignment. They don't turn up yet. So since I don't turn up for the assignment yet, we're going to listen to Parliament till they turn up. Because it don't make sense me start out and they don't come. So I'm giving it 5 more minutes. So we go ahead and continue listen to hear what Delroy Chuck is saying at the Parliament.
If you can't read your phone up close and watch TV from across the room with the same pair of glasses,
is that expungement is for persons who have shown that they have put crimes behind them. In other words, we have a period of rehabilitation, whether it is 3 years, 8 years, or 15 years. The point is that the expungement committee is unlikely to expunge a crime unless they are convinced that the person has put crime behind.
You know, do the assessment, the assignment.
To the best of my knowledge,
So
I've
we're
known
going to
of
know.
no
But anyway,
case.
I have some things on my
But I've
phone.
known of no case where a
Now wait for
person
Fergie
has
and
committed a
Mansa.
crime having been given a second chance. So this opportunity, Madam Speaker, is to give more persons a second chance. And if we can just get the signal to the rest of the society, we need to keep and get crime under control. And once it is continues to reduce, then we can give more convicted persons a second chance. Having said so, Madam Speaker, I would like to close the debate, but before doing so, I would like to respond to a number of points made by the persons who participated, and I want to thank my colleague from West Central St. James, with whom I worked with over the last 2 years, and have provided a bill which we think has major changes. Not necessarily everything that we want, but I ask that let this be the first set of amendments, and I hope others will come, hopefully in the next year. Huh? It can be reviewed by the minister at any time. So once we can see murders going down,
Ivy.
crime under control, and a number of matters raised by the opposition which will be considered, we can start to look at further amendment. And I promise you, if we can get crime under control, murders going down, we will look at it again sometime in 2026. Okay? Which is next year. But we have to make sure that the society will not feel that we are responding to serious crimes and sending the wrong signal that we are giving persons who should not be forgiven, put it that way, especially those who have committed serious crimes. First, Madam Speaker, Opposition Spokesperson Justice Zuleika's Jess raised few points which I will now respond. In response to the proposed automatic expungement of non-custodial offences completed prior to January 1st, 2005, Member Jess has challenged the Ministry to take a further step to allow for the automatic expungement of offences that carry a sentence of less than 5 years, relying on the Cayman Islands, for example. However, Madam Speaker, such action is not appropriate at this time. It is important to note that a feature of the expungement board's process in determining the deservedness of an individual is conducting a social inquiry report so as to determine whether that person is truly rehabilitated and not likely to reoffend. The proposal to automatically expunge those custodial offences is not supported, as it would allow persons who may not be truly rehabilitated to slip through the cracks, which would not be the case in the circumstances where they are required to apply to the board for expungement. The board, in its consideration of all the surrounding circumstances, will be in the best position to determine whether the applicant who has served a custodial sentence less than 5 years should receive an expungement of his or her record. Further, Member Jess also proposed that the bill provide for remote hearings and online meetings for the board. We wish to note that Section 10.6 of the second schedule allows the board to regulate its own proceedings, and there are no preclusions in the Act to concluding remote online meetings. As such, the proposal would not require any legislative changes. Save and except, I would say, Member Jess, it is something, a good proposal. I don't think it can be done right away, but it is something we will work it into. Okay? We note, though, that the implementing remote or online meetings require additional administrative and technical support to be appropriately implemented. Lastly, Madam Speaker, Member Jess expressed her discomfort surrounding the proposed amendment in Clause 3 of the bill. Member Jess states that this clause will allow persons convicted of offences in other jurisdictions to have their records expunged, but individuals convicted in Jamaica of the very same offences cannot have their records expunged. Pursuant to Section 4 of the Principal Act, the criminal record of a Jamaican national that is in a foreign jurisdiction may be forwarded to Jamaica and is recorded in the Criminal Records Office. This offense committed in another jurisdiction, once recorded in Jamaica, remains on the criminal record of the person, even after it is expunged from the criminal record in the jurisdiction where the offense was committed. Also, Madam Speaker, Section 4 states that where the conviction is for an offense listed in the third schedule of the Act, the discretion of the board is restricted as it cannot consider an application for...
Is this for me? My favorite styles for infinite personalities. There is gold detailing on the arm as well as right here on the side. I feel like this can go from like daytime to nighttime, from the workplace to dinner. I also have their 30-day exchange return policy warranty. Super cute. This I love. This can go with anything.
Deliberations of the board in determining if an expungement should be granted, such as the nature
Madam Speaker, with the time being 7:20, I ask that the House be allowed to sit beyond 7:30 to complete the business of the day.
The question is that the time being 7:20, I put that the House be allowed to sit beyond 7:30 p.m. to complete the business of the day. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. The business of the House continues. Turn your mic on, Minister Chuck.
Madam Speaker, the last sitting of the House on Tuesday last week, December the 2nd, 2025, member of the opposition, Isaac
Anyway,
member from Eastern
let me hear what I say about
called
Isaac.
into question the proposed
I'm going to
rehabilitation
give you
of
my
15
result
years,
today now.
which is applicable to
Me do the
sentences
test,
that
remember of
exceed
how
5
follow me,
years,
so I go into
but
the
do
result.
not exceed 10 years. He regarded this rehabilitation period as excessive and mentioned the UK, where the rehabilitation period of 7 years is applied to sentences of 4 years or more than 2022 amendment to the UK Rehabilitation of Offenders Act. However, Madam Speaker, it is important to point out the differences between the expungement regime in Jamaica and that which it obtains in the UK. Pursuant to the Jamaican Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act, there is a two-stage process in treating with the criminal record of a rehabilitated person. Firstly, convictions for which the prescribed rehabilitation period has passed are automatically treated as spent, and the offender is treated as a rehabilitated person. The rehabilitated person is provided the benefit of not disclosing his or her spent conviction, despite it remaining on the criminal record. However, Madam Speaker, the second stage subsequently permits the rehabilitated person to apply to the Criminal Records Rehabilitation Offenders Board to have his or her spent conviction expunged from the criminal record. Madam Speaker, this regime is significantly different from the UK. In the UK, a conviction actually remains on a person's criminal record. The opportunity to apply for the expungement of one's criminal record is not afforded despite completing the requisite rehabilitation.
All right, me done
period.
with them now.
The benefit afforded to
All right, so those of you following me, you would have known that I did a exit profile, and I did an ECG, which were all everything good except for my TSH. My TSH, which is the thyroid, my thyroid glands. I think she'd say it's not high, it's low, it's too low, and so they sent me to go and do a test, which is called hyperthyroidism. I don't know if I pronounce the name right. Oh, I hear it? Hyperthyroidism, query case. So now they say I need to see an ENT doctor to see everything is normal except the thyroid glands. Diffuse increased vascularity. And the doctor was saying it is at an early stage. So it's glad that we find that out in the blood. It is curable. But just want to make sure everything is correct. Boy, my doctor will want to say everything right with me. So I'm not sick. No pain. I said to her, so me not have no symptom, but when I read upon it, when I read on it, guys, when I read upon it, I realize is that sometimes, you see, some things are happening in our body. Sometimes some things are happening in our body that we ignore because the signs are losing weight without trying. And I have lost close to 20 pounds since within this year. Because I remember when I think the last weight was on 210. Then I know I come down to 200. And I remember when it was 190. And then it is 184, which is good because the doctor had told me that I need. But then, even though that's good. So another thing that is a symptom. You're not feeling the pain, you know. You're not feeling the pain. But a symptom there could be fast heartbeat in intervals. You could feel like my heart just a beat. And you say, oh my God. The condition is called tachycardia. Irregular heartbeat. Pounding of the heart, sometimes called heart palpitation. Increased hunger. Sometimes me da feel that way, but another time it's like me have a mood swing. Sometimes I feel like me da eat. Every minute me want to eat something. And then another time me no want to eat. Like this man me telling them me not eat. And since today me eat. I eat a sandwich and I add some stuff and I piece of yam and 2 banana and that's what I hate to know. Apart from a drink, coconut water and stuff like that. But there's another day when I feel like I don't want to eat a whole lot. That's what I was coming to that, Susan. Exactly what I'm coming at. For my age, and now I'm in postmenopausal, and these are some of the symptoms. Either some things are going higher or too low. And she was saying to me, you're still blessed. Is not, you're still blessed to many. So increase on nervousness and anxiety, irritability. Tremor, usually a small trembling in the hand and finger. Well, I don't have that. But something what you tell about your nails start to look different. I observe my nail. Oh, I'm not see it now. The other day, but I'm not see it now. Like I was seeing a little crack. And I said, but wow, my fingers, they always pretty. My fingers, them. I don't paint my finger. I don't love to paint my fingernail. You know, some people love to have it pretty. I don't really love to paint my fingernail. Not that sometimes I put a little top coat on it or when I go and make them do a little manicure, but when I love paint my fingernail. My fingernails are good. They are pretty fingernails. See that? So, but you know, when I was driving home, when I was coming home, I said, God, I prove you time and time again. You know, I'm going to do all what I need to do. You know, I'm used wisdom. Whatever level in it that is too low or too high, you will restore it back to normality. Hi, Brenda. But what she's saying, if I had it and never find out, and then when you find out when it is too late, it could lead to a condition called grave disease. Anybody ever hear about the name of a disease called grave disease? Let me look up for grave disease, see what grave disease is about. He said those are the things, the thyroid. So it's the same thing. Hi Clive, how you doing? Good night. Tap up the screen for me over TikTok, please. So that's what lead to grave disease. Thyroid. Oh, you what? Somebody that have it. Right. So it's from the thyroid. Um, see it? This part that called the goiter. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So let me show it to you. Yeah. One of the things she's saying also to me is that overuse of our overuse of our voice box, and also where next one name again, so what it do, if it leads to that, you have a thing called grave disease, and it give you bulky eye. Your eye start like it a pull out of your head. So you see some people are walk around with their eye look like it a drop out of them head. Yes, they have grave disease. And then it gives you sweating. You can have also have headache. I don't have headache, but I remember sometimes I feel a little. I remember telling you that one Sunday, and it's a good while now, you know. That's why I tell you sometimes why when we find out and being diagnosed with certain things, it in our body long time, and by the time when we find out it's at the worst stage, cannot be cured. I remember and I telling her, I can't remember how long, maybe over 10 years ago. I was ministering one Sunday morning. And you know, through we are Pentecostal type of people, we love this big shout, you know? And I remember that, and that's when I started to calm myself down. I remember when I shout, I feel like something run in my head. I could have feel that tension just boom cross me like that. And I calm myself down. And I come to my own consciousness that I don't. And it gave swollen feet. I come into it. Yes. Yes. But I don't have no swollen feet. I don't have no swollen feet. And you know, me and the doctor have a good talk, and she was saying to me, Miss Jennifer, this body of ours, if one thing in it just go wrong, it's like everything go wrong. She said the body is made up so unique that is if one thing go wrong in the body, everything go wrong. Gradually. Because look at this now. This cause the same. That's why, you know, somebody sent me a clip some time ago with I forgot the man's name. He died now. Oh my goodness. And he was saying it's one disease we have in our body. And it's one cure for all disease in our body. And I realized that that is so true. That is absolutely true. Everything you're hearing, eat a balanced diet. Dr. Sebi, that's the name. One, and it's mucus in the body. In no matter which part of the body. It's like a motor vehicle. Your body is like a motor. You all the way get now, you start to find like something are going to start happen. You're going to find something happen. The body will break down. Good night, Carol. Start breakdown. It'll make preparation for departure. And what the people need to understand that. So you say me come here and share my thing with you. It's to help someone else, you know. Because sometimes we only just love to dress up the body and the hairstyle and all of that. But inside, it's like the apple them when they have. We don't have up America there. Sometimes when we buy them down, when you buy them, they get, you know, them black. Or they turn brown. They look good on the outside. But inside, No good. So I don't have a problem eating a healthy diet. My problem is finding the money for continue with the healthy. It's to continue finding. Oh my God. But me love it up my callaloo, me love it up my cabbage, me love to eat up. Me not really have a problem with that. But me just appreciative that it's not nothing to worry or panic about. And I tell myself one thing, this is something that I told myself. I said any day I go to the doctor and God forbid it, and I get a diagnosis that I don't really like. So I'm not afraid panic. Like how some people fret panic. I'm gonna just say, well, boy, it is what it is. And accept what it is. Do what me can do the best and know that at the end of the day, I just lives and we're gonna leave here one day. So I'm not gonna worry myself about it. But listen to me, I am excited, I am joyful, and I give God thanks that, in spite of that little thing, it's not bad. See there? Even when we go and get the medication, the man said, it's the mild one they're giving her. They're giving me a mild one. Let me show you. Let me go get it show. Anybody know this? So it's 5%. If it was bad, I look at it today, the most dosage go up to 40. So this is the milder one. So as I say, it is not bad. And they're glad they detect it at an early stage and it's curable. You're listening in now, it is curable. So thanks be to God. And I was also saying, and I say God too. Sometimes some things that happen in our life and we not know, gotta protect we, My ad was to leave Cayman Island. Because I would be there, and because health is so expensive. And even the health insurance I was paying. Alright, me go to one of the doctor with my health insurance. And by the time they scan it, the insurance can only carry me to a certain amount. And me still have to pay out of my pocket. And they wanted me was to do this very same blood test too. And it was over $400. Right? And that would run me to 36, 70,000 Jamaica dollar. And I still get this test done for 21,000 Jamaica dollar. And people is saying if me go down to the hospital, I tell them, say, me at the hospital and a friend. And then I go back and do this one again. And I do the ECG. And I go back and do this one again. So, what one I was for again? I have a receipt, I forgot to look, I never remember out of my head. Me not worry about no sickness Verona makes. Remember me tell you, any day. Cause me have you see me? I know that with the aging comes ailments. So because I'm conscious of that, it's just to know when it come. So, and I don't know we're going to frighten me and me going to run up and down about nobody else. Hobby me and all of them something. No. So, it's just, that is the only thing. My heart is good, my blood sugar is good. I don't have no diabetes. Thank you, hallelujah to the Lamb. So, just eat healthy and just exercise. That's one of the things we need to catch up on seriously too. My exercising. Sometimes one time I gone to gym, I don't know how I get so, I don't know how no man, I forgot to take up back my exercising seriously. If it's even twice a week, I go to gym. I have to take up back this thing seriously. Health is important, right? Hi Maureen, how you doing? So, what we are looking at tonight now, we're going to look at the maroon. I'll know me say Fergie and Mansa, So we're going to look at the treaty and see what the treaty says. So you know we want to get truth, right? So we're not come here and talk about things what we don't know. So the treaty between Jamaican Maroon and the British. The treaty between the Jamaican Maroons and British, signed in 1739, marked a significant moment in Jamaican history. It ended the first Maroon War, established a fragile peace between the Maroon and the British colonial government. The treaty granted the Maroon 1,500 acres of crown land and required them to assist in maintaining the colonial system of slavery. Want to listen good enough? The metabolism. Yeah, she tell me some other little things, so, you know. These, I say a lot of talking and shouting too. A lot of little things. So I go and really work on the exercise part of it. Yeah. So listen, I want you to listen carefully, you know. Listen carefully what the treaty was saying. So the Maroon, and not only the Maroon, what the history is showing us too, is that the Tainos and the Ararak were the one who showed the Maroon the land where they could go and hide. Because remember now, the Tainos and the Ararak Indian were in Jamaica before the Maroon. Before they go to Africa, go buy slave car come here. So they were the one. That's what the history says. So let me continue reading. When I was reading it today, I said, oh my goodness, I didn't even knew that. So the treaty granted the Maroon 1,500 acres of crown land. So if a 1,500 acres of crown land them get, that mean them not get the all of the cockpit country then. Gonna talk to me now because we said we're gonna do the research. So when we come here and attack, it's either we're gonna agree or we disagree. Because we don't want to out there talk like we don't have no sense. Alright. And required them to assist maintaining the colonial system of slavery. So that's one of the part that they were to sign to, you know. It also established the Maroon as a police force for the planters and required them to maintain friendly correspondence with the inhabitants of Jamaica. The treaty was seen by the Maroon as a sacred chapter, while the British view it as an ordinary legal document. The treaty was signed between English government in Jamaica, between the English government in Jamaica and two groups of Maroon slaves who escaped from the colonial society. The treaty was signed in 1739 between English government in Jamaica and the group of Jamaican Maroon slaves who had escaped from the colonial society. The treaty was seen by the Maroon as sacred chapter, while the British viewed them as ordinary legal document. The treaty was signed between the English government, may I double read myself? Or what? And two group of Maroon slaves had escaped. Oh, it's different, the same thing. The treaty was signed. So what was the treaty signed for? That's what we need to understand. Who really are the Maroon them in Jamaica, by the way? Let me ask you something here. Who really are Maroon? Because all of who claim about say them are Maroon. Them are really Maroon? What I noticed though, in my looking here, was it never signed say them are good. I tell you, say, I think so. You see them white British colony, they know say black people don't have too much of a sense to, you know. They know say they're not too smart, so they couldn't even read. Because if when you read this with an understanding, they were only just try to cover them at the same time, trick them, and they, let me read one other part of it. Them same one did a capture all slave, the early runaway. I have to teach the people truth, Georginal. I don't care if when I come here with the truth, it offend anybody. Because we sometimes we are all onto some things, but it's not true. We never did no research for ourselves. And we only come and hear one side of a story. And then when we read it now and see, this is what the treaty is saying, you know. I am reading it publicly for the first time. So, let me pull up the maroon treaty here again. It's fine, but I get to read it anyhow. I think the one here too fine. So it was to make peace. The treaty was about making peace with the British. And the British said, all right, we're going to give them 1,500 acres of land. I don't know. Somebody have to help me here. What else did they put in place for them? They give them the land at a treaty. But they never give them something to say, well, for all generation to come. I was looking for that today. I was looking to see if there were anything in the treaty that says, we're signing this treaty between us and you now, and for your next generation to come. Celine, good night. How you doing? I want somebody come here and listen me say if you come here to talk to me, make sure someone have an understanding of what I say. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear what I feel. Because what you feel must be the answer. We want to say if we can read the treaty and have an understanding of what this treaty was saying. Unless there is something else private that is not made public that they would have that we don't know. I don't know. But from what I'm seeing here, the Maroon Treaty with the British was a peace treaty, and they were offered 1,500 acres of land. Now something to write here, because what one is saying, there were 3 set of them, but the British never signed with the other 2. That's what the treaty is saying, unless me not read it right. Let me read it again. The treaty between the Jamaican Maroon and the British signed in 1739 marked a significant moment in Jamaica history. It was a peace treaty, right? That ended with the first Maroon War and established a fragile peace between the Maroon and the British colonial government. The treaty granted the Maroon limited autonomy in exchange for their cooperation in maintaining the colonial system of slavery. The terms of the treaty varies between the Leewards and the Windward Maroon. So this is another thing. The Leewards and the Windward Maroon. With the Leeward Maroon receiving more favorable conditions, including a larger land grant and fewer restrictions on agricultural activity. The treaty also requires the Maroon to act as a police force for the planters, and to help clear roads from Trelawney to Westmoreland and from St. James to St. Elizabeth. Something right. I mean, all that political, that's me not to say truth, but something right. Here where the problem come in for me. I can see the descendant of all of those When we read up on what I read today, the maroon, them not all that nice to we seeing black people them too. That is the truth. I'm gonna finish. I said it last night and somebody never like it. Oh my God, people. I don't know, but I see and I tell you already that this thing is going to cause problem. I see people going to lose their life, and I said it even before. Even before. Did they did the British severe of the land that they have some posts like me severe my land and me some pegs and they put some little herring something on it. So we can't go anywhere in my where me live and show anybody where they peg them there. So did the British give them some section of the land and give them a peg? Because those people wasn't so learn and understand, you know. And the British them was trying to con them to, you know. Because they want them to catch a slave them, come get them. Honest so quiet and not say nothing. They have a map of the land given, alright? So they're supposed to buy now. That's what I said. Find them the time till now. Them all overcome. They never protect their land neither. Because them shoulda try not hear how the terrain is. It's to make sure them fence where they could have fence. Them no fence up nothing neither. They should have fence up them place. Do you know? Did you know this? And it's the gentleman who severe my place tell me this. He said a lot of people don't know that when you fence up a property, when you fence the property, you are protecting your property. If you leave your property open, then people just walk in. Even if you're not on the island and you fence your property and you put up trespassers will be prosecuted and you have that evidence of it. And anybody going on your property, they can't capture that, you know. You can tear down the body fence and capture it. But you can capture open space. Now, when I read the treaty, when I read this treaty, I don't see where the treaty says give them to be a state. I'm not seeing that in it. I was looking for that in the treaty too. As I said, I don't know if there are any follow-up documents. But from what I'm seeing here online, alright, you know what? Let me look at the Wikipedia. So here where the problem still lies again with all of this stuff. Jamaica is still a British. Hey, Jamaica is still a British, you know. Jamaica still is a British. Still ruled by the British. So me want to see how the British are going to deal with this. Because I think then, if the British get them this, the British must protect them. And I think the British will come protect them. So like Babs Green said, they're going in. They are going in to go repair the people in their house. I have to disagree with that part of it now. That's the part that I disagree with. If they were given the land and they are by this treaty, if they say they don't want you there, I don't think you can go. I don't think you can go. Go upon their land, go trouble them. But if they break the law of the country, that's a different thing. But if me say I don't want you in my yard, you don't have no right to come on my yard and you can't take no bullyism and come on my yard. So that's the part I don't understand. Because yes, they were given 1,500 acres of land. And The difference though was that treaty for everlasting and everlasting, because I don't realize I make Andrew so eagerly want to turn Jamaica in a republic too, you know. If Jamaica become a republic, no maroon land now exists to the people. Let me say this too now. If Jamaica become a republic, that means they would not be under the British. This treaty not exist no more. You know? I don't know that story there gonna work, because somebody need to tell me. I don't advise the government, leave them alone. For peace sake, leave them. You know why? They've been there all this while and nobody else that trouble. Let's leave them alone. Because if you go up there now and go start up and nothing the war start, you're not going to look good neither. Because right now, nothing to look good on your side. Don't go up there. Leave them alone. Them said they don't want a house, left them alone. Them never said that still. They say they will take the material and they will repair themselves. Leave them alone. Just make peace reign. Make peace reign, Babsy. Me see you put out the article come out, so you say you're not going in there for go repair the house. Don't use bullyism in this thing. Don't do it. On a safe when you can come to some reasonable agreement. Go back, go sit down at the table again. If them have rights to them land, leave them alone. Please. Because it have a hunger cause problem and the world are looked down upon we already. Too much disgrace in there. You're the prime minister there before court dismiss case. Mr. You come out and talk about it and they are planning to appeal it or take it to the Privy Council or however you want to be. But they're not stuck and they have the evidence. Your minister again and investigation file in a court again for say integrity commission this and integrity commission that. You don't look good, man. It no matter where, it no matter if you're a JLP or you're a PMP tonight. It don't look good. It don't look good for the government, none at all. So now, my advice is leave them alone and make peace reign. Nobody else then trouble them. Just leave them alone. It no matter what they want up there do, left them alone. If you don't want to give them the material, leave them alone. So Babsy, you put out a statement today say you're not going in. You know say it's going to cause war. So you're not going to make war. So they definitely assure we say you're not going to make it war too. You're not talking about, all right, we'll sit again and talk. It's like a bad man ism you're not going to use. And the truth of the matter is, why you not choose only Maroon Town figure? When I went Westmoreland, we're not our 3/4 up there mashup. I want a Westmoreland Eastern mashup. A 3 trip me make a Westmoreland, so me know. When we're not going to whole heap of people still under some little foolish tent down there. And that's why we should have paid focus to first. We're not bother with it, man. We're not bother with the war thing, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I like what go on. I don't like when the government are telling the people of the country that we're not afraid of who. And we're not this and that. A war, me know me say it already, you know. You say we must have a little peace in a way, you know. Sometimes some people push me to the edge, right? Yes, man, sir, that's true. But sometimes, all of we can be fire, you know. Somebody have to be the water. What I'm saying, in a case like this, when we just gone through an hurricane that devastated down at the west, and if they say they don't want to help, we are worry yourself. That should allow you to be happy. All right, when you don't want to help, you stay there. Let me go get the people that will want help, because some people, oh, they are beg for help. So go and go get the people that will want help, the help, and left them alone. Good night, Omar. How you doing? Leave them alone. Blessed is the peacemaker, you know, man. Leave them alone. Just left them alone. Because this will go down in the history book again. That the Jamaica Labour Party administration gone up a compound town go analyze off the people them because them a go war with the soldier them and soldier them a go analyze them and that a go happen up then them a go lock up Curry and them a go in and take away land. Me no know how this a go work out, you know. Me no think no one a go just go down so. I don't think no one a go down good. So Babsy, you're next, me and you next to your grave, so I'm not gonna say you're next to your grave. Me and you next to your grave, so here what you do. You never bother put out no more there, because you're 80-year-old now, you know, sister. You're 80-year-old now. You can't bother go truck no war or no nothing, no right and no and go along with for yourself, missus. Because all we need for say, uh, Savior lead me lest I stray. It a go cause war. Yes, naughty. 20-year older than me. So, man, so if you do your research and what you understand from the treaty, they were given 1,500 acres of land by the treaty for the maroon. That was, but you know another thing though. I have some issue still, you know. I have some issue with my comprehension. I have some issue with my comprehension. But now they say that Curry say him have one paper. Marcia is saying Auntie Jade Andrew have a plan to take over. It was from back in the days when my grandparents were alive. It couldn't happen. Yeah. But nobody never trouble them. I never see nobody else trouble them. I see I think every January or somewhere they have one festival something. And people from all over the world and so used to come and celebrate. And Jamaica Prime Minister and ministers and everybody used to go there, you know, and help and celebrate in it too. No, me never really see nobody bother them, I tell you the truth. So even if they have pie or whatever people are saying they have up their eye, nobody never really trouble. Can I tell you the truth? If all of Jamaica was like the maroon, we would not have no crime in our country because you're not hearing much nothing happen up there. You hear anything much happen there? Well, me not hear. Me not know if nothing happen, me not hear, but for ever since me never hear them community in a whole heap of violence and I first me see them come out a cuss and a carry on and up on camera and since lately. The 6th of January, yeah man, me know they ask something. Cause one time I say, you know, so me go see what happened with the mariner. Cause me never really go to them festival, you know. And I say one day me go up at them festival. Me just grow up and know. Cause for me I grew up we hear about, we were taught in school about nanny of the maroons and a compound and them something they then tell you about and you know, you never really and nobody make no problem with them. Them and the government never had no problem. Thank you, curiosity. That is so true. So we used to try our own cases except for I see what you're saying, Marcia. I see what you're saying. Leave the people them alone, man. Then right now, we're not gonna make Christmas come and we are in a war. Let the people them, man. It's like when I saw no how much money for JPS and then me hear say by December everybody 3/4 of Jamaica go have life. So what JPS did want so much money for do? It's just terrible and just sure. Be tired of it now. Me tired, man. Good night, Maureen. Alright, I'm going to open up the phone lines now. Anybody who want to say your part in regards to this, ask that if you type in my WhatsApp number. And if you're on TikTok, you can come up in the box. Alright, now they send me something. Let me read what now they send me. Alright, so now they send me, they have the cockpit country a compound. So they are Trelawney. So the Windward Maroon, yeah, that's what I just read about. Them never get no treaty though, you know. The Windward Maroon they ain't get no treaty, you know, to when me read it something, you know. And Nanny Town. Antigen, there was a treaty signed in 1738. That was the first Maroon War, granting land and freedom in exchange for policing future runaway slaves. That me read that already just a little while, Elaine. I pull it up, man. I find it and so that was the first treaty. So there's a second treaty. Is there a first one and a second one? No, him never gonna go trouble them. No. Him never trouble them. Nobody else never really trouble them. Elaine, interestingly, I'm asking you, was there a first signing and a second signing of the treaty? Alright, I'm gonna go Westmoreland and I see my next trip I make. My next trip I go find a compound. A compound. We never go there yet. In a St. Elizabeth, so it's a near. You see the next trip, I go up a compound. I what I call it good. I go up there, I want to see the chief. I want to sit down with them and I want them give me a reasoning if they have a time. I don't know how I can get for make an appointment. But I don't make an appointment. Just go sit down and hear and see the treaty and look through it myself. Because they must have more document than what we are see online. It was 1738. It was 1738. Anybody want to call in now? Come on, come in, join the discussion. But there are some little things I look for when I say it. I'm going to know that's what I'm saying. Did they give them their own rights? We have their own policing. How that part come in? I don't understand. So some little things I want some answer upon. 79, the inward maroon. So there was one for 1738 and one for 1739. Or was it the treaty between the Windward? Oh, it was 79 was for the Windward. So when was the treaty signed for the Accompong Maroon? Was that 1738? Irvin and Elaine, type in the comment. Good evening, Tamika. Type in the comment for me. I'll make me understand what I type in. Alright, so the Windward Maroon, the treaty for them was 1739. So which one of them are the Windward? The one them up at Portland or what? I not even understand the difference of them something. Maybe we just are learning now tonight. I know many people are listening just to learn it because them don't know it just like myself. I never really paid no interest. I never listen to me. Something. Alright, when I grew up as a little girl in Clarendon, the Indian have one celebration and I did love that one. They used to have one something there. Like our Christmas time are coming now, they have one something, one celebration, man, and them a dance up and they have said and something and then they go mash up one, make one something and they call it wusse. I don't know it, man. And they go mash up in the river and they used to pass through everybody. As a little picnic, that was something that you look out forward to see. Me not even know what it was all about. All me know we just love all them dance and carry on. So me know so there are different culture. People, you know, it's diverse in Jamaica of how people live their day-to-day life. And I think that's one of the things I love about Jamaica, that we have this type of freedom. So the maroon are no different. They have their own way of life, how they live. And the British, they sign something to give them for true. From what I read, the British signed something to give them. So we can't dismiss the fact. So if them get the land, this is my point. Even though they are still governed by the laws, because if they do not up there, yeah, go for them. If they analyze, if they say they know why you build them the house, leave them alone. Then they used to have house. They used to make touch and something live under. Leave them. We will give you 100 children, mom. Baby love. You fool like duck. I can't say you know no sense. You fool like a duck. I will make this a duck fool. Yeah, man, a Clarendon, I talk about Wayne. You know it, Wayne. Use. Some all out there pan you say they know nothing about Use. Or no know nothing about no Use. That was an Indian celebration every year. And they located mostly in one place in Clarendon near Gimme Me Bit. And you wanna know Gimme Me Bit in Clarendon? That little place where you go, a whole heap of Indian used to settle there. I don't know what it is like now. Here's your band. Maybe me and your family, You know, here's Savannah. My family, them was from Savannah, my father. But they die out now. I think me have some uncle there and some cousin, but we never touch base like that. So me never remember how they look. But my family were from Savannah. Yeah, so back to the story we are talking about with the maroon. According to the treaty. Me pull up back the treaty for those who never hear it. But what I want to know though, there's so many questions I want to ask. I born in Lionel Town too. I born in Lionel Town Hospital too. So me and you born same place. I'm going to read back this one. The leeward and windward maroon mark a pivotal movement in Jamaica history, ending the first Maroon War and establishing a fragile peace between the Maroon and the British colonial government. However, the terms largely reflect the power imbalance between the two sides, favoring British interests. So what this is telling us that there was still problem within the Maroon. Some did us with the people, or maybe after that then call themselves Maroon, that some still favor the British, while some not have no interest in the British. Sir, come off of this channel with your foolishness for me, please. And don't come over here come distract. Stop talking nonsense. Me look like me can't have baby. You just want to come with some foolishness, don't? If you did have any sense in you at all, you don't realize that a big woman like me can't have no more baby. You don't know the human body function. Somebody have to tell you that. Stop your distraction, man. I'm going to find something to do. So the Maroon, they were traitor to, some of them are the traitor. I which set we have here now? Are the traitor one them, or are the one them we are the traitor? Are the truth? Some of the Maroon, I found what me see here, some of them were traitors. And can't use to the white people them. Me tell you already, and I tell you again. Because some of we don't like hear truth. Me tell you, say we black people are our worst enemy and we fight against one another. The summit, listen. However, the term largely reflect the power imbalance between the two sides. So the leeward maroon and the windward maroon were having problems. Thank you, Niels. Thank you for the gift. Long time I don't get so much gift. Thanks. What you say, Wayne, block them off. You're right. Nonsense, man. Come and talk foolish about you want baby. Oh, you ever get baby from somebody? You know, oh, you ever reach me forget baby. You know, sister, you know what I'm saying? Me look like me can't have babies. You know, my baby, how much? My baby is 31 years old. My youngest child is 31 years old. So do the maths. So one favoring the British interest and granting the Maroon limited autonomy in exchange for their cooperation in maintaining the colonial system of slavery. This review is structured into 3 sections. Firstly, it offers insight into the original terms of the Leeward and the Windward treaties, drawn from the archives of the National Library of Jamaica, providing a glimpse into the language used. Following the simplified version are present to the enhanced readability, covering key provision such as the cessation of the hostility, land grant, military obligation, leadership, succession. Finally, a comparative review highlights significant difference in the term offered to the respective maroon. Thank you, Neil. No, you're not hear the story, I know. No, we're not hear the story. To the maroon, let me reach again. Right. So upon comparison, it becomes evident that the leeward maroons, so the leeward's maroon receive more favorable conditions, including a larger land grant and fewer restriction on agriculture activities, while the windward treaty imposed stricter regulations and smaller land allocation. The observed variance in the treaty terms may be attributed to the circumstances surrounding their negotiation and signing. It is suggested that the delayed signing of the Windward Treaty, coupled with prolonged conflict and negotiation between British authorities and Maroon leaders such as Kwa and Nani, may have influenced the disparity in the terms offered to the leeward and the windward's maroon. Through an exploration of these historical documents and their simplified version, reader can gain a deeper understanding of the complexity surrounding the treaty that shaped the relationship between the Maroon and the British colony. Alright, so I'm going to read the terms of the treaty that is shown in the Library of Jamaica, the National Library. The 15th article of the Leeward Treaty, that all hostility should cease on both sides forever. So one of the main reasons when they signed that treaty was for peace. You're a young bud, man. You're a young bud. Me have to go born again for your baby. Imagine that. I mean, you don't want no money. The amount of pain me feel, me don't want to feel no more. So listen good. We are going to look on the thing, right? That all the hostility, shall cease on both sides forever. So that's it. That's the peace. That the said Captain Kojo, the rest of his captain are errant, and men shall be forever hereafter in a perfect state of freedom. So this is saying, are errant, and men shall be forever hereafter. So that hereafter would give them the liberty up till today. The word hereafter mean even after them. So they would really have the ear to the treaty today. That's what it is saying here. So hereafter in a perfect state of freedom and liberty, excepting those who have been taken by them or fled to them without the 2-year last pass, if such are willing to return to their said masters and owner with full pardon and indemnity from their masters and owner for what is past, provided always that if they are not willing to return, they shall remain in subjection to Captain Kojo and in friendship with us according to the form and tenure of this treaty. Number 3, they shall enjoy and possess for themselves the prosperity forever. All the land situated and lying between Trelawney Town and the cockpit to the amount of 1,500 acres bearing northwest from the said Trelawney Town. So that means to say those are the leeward. The Accompong people, them would have been the leeward. If me have the voice record, no, I never do the voice record. I see the article. I see an article with saying that she said they are going into repair. Today I read it. If you have it, send it to me, Mansa, but me still not can read it. But send it to me still, so I can make a video with it. So we don't need to have no war and no peace, because if them really they sign the treaty with them and say hereafter, the word hereafter meaning even when them pass and gone. So it would hand down to their descendants. So that's the fact here. Number 4, that they have liberty to plant the said land with coffee, ginger, tobacco, cotton, breeded cattle, hog, goat, or any other stock and dispose of produce or said commodities to the inhabitants of this land, provided always that when they bring the said commodities to market, they shall apply first to the custos or to any magistrate or the respective parishes which are exposed their good to sale for license to vend the same. So, oh, this is interesting though. Oh. So if they take their produce out of the cockpit country, they should order for a license. But maybe it was that. I don't know if that still continues now, but in that time when they sign it. 5, that Captain Kojo and all the errant and the people not in subjection to him shall all live together within the bounds of Trelawney Town, and that they should have liberty to hunt where they think fit, except within 3 miles of any settlement. Crawl or pen provide always that in the case the hunter of Captain Kojo and those of the settlement meet, then the hog to be equally divided between both parishes. Number 6, that the said Captain Kojo and his successors do use their best endeavor to take, kill, suppress, or destroy either by themselves or jointly with any other numbers of men commanded by that service by the Excellency, the Governor, or the Commander-in-Chief for the time being, all rebels wheresoever they be throughout this island, unless they submit to the same terms of accommodation granted to Captain Kojo and his successor. Number 7, that in this case, island be invaded by any foreign enemy, the said Captain Kojo and his successor. So this, when I was looking at this, this is one of the things that I want to make clear. That in the case this island, the island now, that's Jamaica, be invaded by any foreign enemy, so it's not for the cockpit country, said the Captain Kojo and his successor herein thereafter appoint them, shall give a notice, immediately repair to any governor, or the time being shall appointed in order, with their utmost force to submit to the order of the Commander-in-Chief on that occasion. So if any, but it's an island of Jamaica, it never say the Accompong. That if any man, white man, shall do any manner of injury to Captain Kojo his successor, or any of his people shall apply to any commanding officer or magistrate in the neighborhood for justice. And in the case Captain Cudger or any people shall do any injury to any white person, he shall submit himself to deliver up such offense to justice. So it was a peace treaty too. Well, he passed it, man. Number 6, me say number 7 now. That if any Negroes shall hereafter run away from their master or owner, and fall into Captain Cudger hand, they shall immediately be sent back to the chief magistrate of the next parish, where they are taken, and those that bring them are to be satisfied for their trouble, as legislator shall appoint. That all Negroes taken since the raising of this party by Captain Cudger, people shall immediately be returned. That Captain Cudger and his successor shall wait on His Excellency or the Commander-in-Chief for the time being every year, if thereunto require. That Captain Cudger during his life, and his captain succeed him, shall have full power to inflict any punishment they think proper for crimes committed by their men among themselves, death only excepted. In which so the death part only accepted, but then can add their own thing as well. I think Maureen, I would say, no, not Maureen, what's her name here again? Yeah, that said, they can do internal for them own place, but not for death. It is right here in this, clear. Death only accepted. In which case, if the captain think they deserve death, he shall oblige to bring them before any justice of the peace, who shall order proceeding and their trial equal to other free niggers. That Captain Cudger with his people shall cut clear, like keep open large convenient road from Trelawney Town to Westmoreland and St. James, and if possible St. Elizabeth. But then give them a whole island, man. So whole island. And I don't go up there so them would have own. And I don't go up there so them would have own, you know. That what you know? That two white men to be nominated by His Excellency and the Commander of Chief for the time being shall constantly live and reside with Captain Cudger and his successor in order to maintain a friendly correspondence with inhabitants of this island. So, if me read this and me read it right and me can comprehend, you know. The island was given to them in a sense. So something I understand. Anyway, the British, them are tricksters still, you know. The 14th article of the Windward Treaty, that all hostility shall cease on both sides. So, it was a peace treaty, and in order for them to sign that peace treaty, the British offered them land. So, I'm not even know if I could get my copy online. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody else want to have an input to say anything in regards. Where's a Pernell thief 150 acres too? Our other 1,005 him teach my tip me and say 1,100 acre him thief. Me don't remember all, but me know say him get some too. So it is clear that the maroon them get the land from the British. So me don't know. Me don't know if the government of Jamaica still, as me say, it seems like things change. Me don't know if there was any other thing signed. Me don't know if there's any other documentation. I don't know. But with that being said, I would say, let peace reign. Let peace reign. We just got through a hurricane that devastated so badly down there. Let peace reign. If the maroon they say they don't want to no come build nothing, left them alone. Make them stay under them tarpaulin, leave the people them alone. Go down a Westmoreland, a whole people down the one. Oh, you read up some now, I soon join. Yeah, man, I read that already. That they were given 1,500 acres of land. And they were also given permission to build road through Westmoreland, through St. James, all about. So, me know it have a cost war, and me know it have a cost debt. Me know it have a cost one big something in Jamaica, yeah. One big, big, big something going to happen here. Because the maroon now going to take it so, and the government are going to send in force on them. People are going to lose their life, people are going to go to jail. And you know, I make him walk all over the country and I build up so much jailhouse, you know. Because that's the only thing me see him invest in. New police station and new jail. He have him plan what I do. But Andrew, I want to say something to you. As a mother, maybe your mother older than me still. But yeah, your mother older than me because none of my pitney, they're not all like you, so. And me start off pitney from me young, so them would have all like you. Seems they have it forever based on the first point of yeah, that's what I'm just reading, that they get the land for true. They get the land for true. So I don't know if they say them no want the help. I think you can force help on them. So I don't know why Babs come out with that. You send me this something already, man. So you send me the voice message. I don't know why she come out so strong. I don't know why Miss Grange coming out so strong. Well, maybe under the order of our boss anyhow. They have it forever, Luke, see. Yeah. I read it and from what I understand with it is that. But it's clear in it though, that if they commit anything up there, they can't judge that by themselves. They would have to go outside first. So the government of Jamaica would have that authority if anything like that happen. It's in the treaty. So oh, you heard the voice message. No, I never hear the voice message, but I read it in the, let me see if I can pick it up back. Oh, I saw it on Facebook today. I was reading it. And you know, I should have screenshot the thing. I'm going to screenshot it. So I'm not remember. A lot of other Jamaican want help. Leave them alone, man, and go help the rest of people them. People all in a St. Elizabeth I say from this time, they not say no government official. Go at this one if you go. Flavor, she make everybody sleep in that day. But I see where they reach with the parliament. I say parliament was a joke today with Flavor can't answer a question them. You know done yet neither, you know, kind of 9 o'clock at me here we're going to. Can't answer a question them. She not qualify. Watch her now.
We are all one family in St. Andrew.
I'm not staying in a palm and laugh up with Andrew.
St. Andrew Western asked, so if the program has worked so well, why not expand it to other communities? And as I stand here and I ask members, tell me a community where
I news
murders
reporter.
are increasing year on year. in your constituency, Tony? You are standing on a point of order? Clarity.
Not necessarily about
Member from St. Andrew Western.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's not simply about it. As we speak, part of the challenge we're having is the amount of the more times when the police intervene to close off social programs.
You stop
parties,
laugh
and
up with them,
other
cause it's
things
tricky.
Because they are
But them are one big
shooting in
family.
the
Then it's just a man of Skylar.
and that happens certain frequently. I'm not talking about the number of that crime is spiraling out of control. It's just happening sufficiently that it feels like suppression is taking place.
Here's what the member is clarifying. But the bill, the resolution that we are debating is on the zone of special operation. The zone of special operation has a threshold, a trigger for which the measures can be applied. And one of the triggers would be that there is an increasing number of murders in a community. And one of the reasons why we haven't put in more zones is because we no longer have communities that meet that trigger threshold. Now, if members reflect on this is a major change from 2016 when we started to contemplate and actually implement the zones in 2017. Because then, Madam Speaker, we identified 20
Thank you, Arthur.
communities in which we would have to implement zones of special operation. 20 communities, to the point where the member from St. Andrew South.
Arthur, good night. Arthur?
Hi.
Good night.
Christian.
Good night.
What?
Do you want to talk? Do you want to have something to say?
Yeah.
What is it you want to say?
1 second, please. Wait, what is this about?
No, man, you drop this thing out, man. After you disturb my platform. After you disturb my platform, man. You come on and you're not ready, man, with the knives in the back. Come on, man, do better than that. Is either you come to have a conversation or you come to criticize or something. Just do whatever you say you're doing. And then we can move on. But you can't come on with pure knives. You have to mute your mic. If you're not come to say nothing, make sure you say something, you know. Because I put me on right there quick if you say nothing wrong. What is it you want to say?
I think Republicans are just better than Democrats because I think the Democratic Party is starting to get brainwashed in our government.
Oh, no, I don't do American, I don't do American politics, I only do Jamaican politics. Sorry about that. Real eyeglass. You get it right. You get it right, man, sir. You come talk about Democrat and Republican. We don't business about Democrat and Republican over here. Neil?
Hi, beloved, what's up?
Good man, how you do?
Oh my God, I have to just say the information that you have just given was so beautiful. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And I'm so thankful that you were able to educate even the few that was here.
Yeah.
Because after Andrew went down to my people, because I'm a maroon by blood, and I was so proud of you to literally educate people on the rights that we have as a people.
Yeah, yeah.
And so when Andrew went down there to comfort him,
We last night we were talking about it, and I was saying, something. I think I need to read up on this thing for myself. That when I speak, I must speak with clarity. So I can't just come here and speak something because I may hear somebody say it. So I want to see it for myself. So I take my time out to do some research today and come back here and share it with them tonight. So how do you know when you are a maroon? Because maybe me a maroon, I mean I know. Explain how me know if me a maroon.
all right. So my lineage come from my grandmother. She was in that area. And so after she has married my grandfather, they moved back to Clarendon. And that is where my father was born. And then my father met his wife in, was it Mucko or Thompson Town area?
Oh.
So it was my grandmother who was the true-blooded maroon. And so that is where my blood lineage come from. And she used to tell me a story about what they used to do back then in the days and how they used to, their survival skill. To which, I still learn a one and two. I still have a one and two of my arsenal where I learn.
Yeah.
So that is how I know my bloodline, my lineage. And
So
that was like 3 generations ago.
Yeah, so let me ask you something now. With this recent development and what is pending now that the government is insisting that they're going to go in, what do you think will unfold?
You stated we'll have to fight for our rights because, as I said, is that you saw some of the persons who came to the media, and I'm surprised that these maroon came to the media, not even listen to what the chief spoke about. He said, we welcome the aid. We just don't want the JDF at our, well, we don't trust them. That's what we're simply saying. We don't trust them. But the aid, sir, if you wish to help us, bring us the aid. We'll help ourselves. We have strong, able men that are able to do these things. We don't need, because we recognize that there are times person can do stuff for good, but at the same time it has an evil agenda.
Yeah.
And so that was the message we were trying to bring across in saying that, yes, that's what we want. We don't want it, because I'm going to be honest, I don't trust them.
Well,
I believe they would have planned stuff to keep track of us or to tap on us or something, like how this great nation always does. Every time they're visitation and they visit persons' home, they plant stuff there.
Oh yeah, when I trust, so when I trust them, the people none at all.
So as I said, when I heard it, the confusion, even one morning I was going to work and I hear this young lady, she's bashing Mr. Chief Curry, and I'm like, does she even understand how the maroon came about? Does she even recognize there was a time where we were just completely slavery work and nothing towards it, and then just these few slaves decided to run off and said, you know what, I'd rather live in the bush and be free than work all my days dying for a white man. And doing this little by little, they recruit, and then we were able to create an army, and we live in the mountain, and we were able to sustain because there were foods up there, wild animal and stuff. And now higher persons disregarding maroon like they are stupid or dung-said people. I heard one person said, if them sick, don't send them to hospital. I said, do you know that the rights that you have now was because of maroon? This freedom that we have. I'm not saying it wouldn't have come, but it wouldn't come the earliest as though it come, because even with 80, it was 80 fighting that allowed them to get freedom so easy, emancipation. So when I heard I said, when I was listening to reading, man, I was so happy. I said, look at it. This information is in our library right now, and person refuse. Even the AI could bring up some of these information. Refuse before they come and say stuff. As if, as human, we don't have it. And as I said, if this thing continue, the maroon will fight. We know it's going to be a losing battle because they have their guns and their all the stuff. But we rather die than just hand over what is rightful of ours. Just like that.
But I think the British can step in, though, I think the British supposed to can step in and stop this, though, because the treaty is still there.
He can, but they won't. Even the Governor General, I don't even see him doing what he's supposed to do. He's the right arm of for the king at the moment, and there are certain things he just let it fly over his head as if he's and Andrews are like best buddies. There are certain things he can simply step in and make one speech to the nation and cause a calm, and he's not doing anything. So as I said, he would allow it to play out for their game's sake, knowing that it would have been a losing battle for us in some point. It wouldn't be a losing battle because being Jamaican and understanding the legacy that is here, I believe if many persons recognize the injustice, they will join in also. And as I said, it would only be a bloody outcome that no one should ever desire to see.
Me not saying it's not gonna end up good.
But as I said, though, I really appreciate the information given. Trust me, when they were talking, I was just smiling. I said, thank you. Somebody take it upon themselves to educate the few. And those who are here, they listen, and I appreciate their listening because, honestly, this is what is lacking. There's so many times people just open up their mouth without even know what they're talking about. They just say stuff, and I'm like, do you know you have a thing in your hand known as a smartphone? Do you know there's a thing known as an AI? Do you know the very question that I ask, I can ask the AI and it gives me answer. Not all the time it's 100% accurate, but it gives you a starting point so you can do a little more research.
Yeah.
And not even simple that people don't want to use. I'm baffled.
And then again, me say, why the government would know all of this and still want to push the effort? Just leave them alone. If you don't want to give them, alright, this is how it could have been. You can say, well, alright, if you don't want to use the JDF, you won't get with help. And then they make a decision.
It's a resource that is there needed. It's all about the resource. Even if he creates his own smart city, he needs the resource that is in the cockpit country.
So what is it?
He needs the water.
What is it is up there more than? I know you know about some lumber thing up there. I know some good wood up there.
And fresh water. And that all depends because right now they're doing their own little thing in the Caribbean Sea and they're telling us that we should look out for an earthquake.
Oh.
So their little thing that they're doing, every now and then you feel a little tremor.
Yeah, we've been feeling
some tremor. They're doing their own little thing. And nobody knows what's going on.
Because St. Elizabeth had one since last week.
That's it, because they're doing their little funny stuff in the water right now, close beside us, and telling us, oh, it's war. It's not war about Venezuela. They're doing their things. And that is why the lifeguard or whatever they have on the sea, nobody's not allowed to go certain distant out. But as I said, though, below, I just want to say thank you so much for the educational information that you did. I appreciate it so much. And I love your show. I love this channel. Trust me.
Thank you.
You're very informative and I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. Mansa. Mansa. Mansa, good night. You look like you never know some up in their box. Mansa, good night. In and not up in their box. If you want to come back, he will come. Kind of come up with nice. Mansa? Mansa, I don't know if you come up in the box or why now, because me I call your name and you know answer, so I say you look like you come up by mistake. Thanks for the gift. Alright. Anybody else? Good night, Betty Ann. Who want to Bright Liquor Star saying there are many maroon community in our country. Belize, Suriname and others, and those countries don't have a problem with it. Nobody else never used to have a problem with it. Nobody else never used to have a problem with it. Let me say if a man so want come up back again. Solo, good evening.
Hola.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. ¿De dónde son?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
¿De dónde sos?
The people on this channel not really understand the Spanish, so sorry we can't have a conversation because they're not going to understand one thing with Spanish. I pay English people over here. Can you speak English?
No hablo inglés.
Oh, okay.
Español.
Me no mucho español either, so. All right.
Gusto.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, all right? Boy, coming like me get some real guests here tonight, boy. You gotta listen to the house. Me did I listen to them too, but true because me come and say we're gonna talk about the treaty of the maroon and we're gonna make sure me do my research on it. So me have a little better understand. But there's still some other thing me want to know if there was another treaty signed. Or there was any renewal of anything. Hi, Gwen.
Good evening, Auntie Jen.
How you doing? How you doing, Gwen? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, Gwendolyn. Go ahead, Gwendolyn. Cause like she not hear me. Gwen.
Oh, good evening, Auntie Jen.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said just listening the last part of the program about the maroon. You understand?
Yeah.
But and I was saying, I hear like war in Babylon today in the house.
Boy, that the house they coming like a drama.
A dolly house.
You know, say flavor up in a house can answer a question them.
Yeah. But look here now, them go and continue that dolly house for the rest of them life and that them want. Let them stay with it. I will watch them.
Let me answer the person at East Coast. Jen don't have nothing to do. No, you know, say in my house, me there. You see the house I'm in my house. And I have my own bed and I pull my own door. So I not nothing to do. I just come here and do what I want to do because I have my own vice, my own woman. And I pay my bill and on my phone me depend. I mean, I don't know if that have a problem for do with it. So when you ask if me don't have nothing to do, me not nothing to do. Nothing me not to do. Me done work and me done mind picnic. Easy, me easy like Sunday morning. So sorry if it offend you, but me not have nothing to do. Continue.
I was asking you if you agree with Chief Curry.
If them the treaty give them the land, so if they say so they have a right to tell anybody who they don't want. If they don't want them there, they don't want them there for them place. So me not see if the government can bully them and go in there. So make we see what go on. By right, they're not supposed to bully them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. And if him say he will take the aid, but he don't want the military to come and work there because the people them inside there can do the job. What do you think about that?
That's what the man said. So what should I wrong with that?
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
And the people them agree to do the job. So I don't really see anything wrong with it.
I want him should not look and he should know set a cause war. And if him have no peace in him, so he send out him bulldog Babs if he come chat.
She can't stay. What she can't say nothing to that chief there.
You know what she said? She said they're going in. The soldiers.
Oh, they're going there?
Yeah, that's why she put out one statement. I think I gleaned it.
Oh, well, if it was, well, okay. If I didn't listen to them because I was home.
No, me
but
if
if they're going...
Send the con give me now. Send the part they can give me on WhatsApp so I can see it.
So if them are going then and make them go work then and go on out then and then get the house them that's fixed and everything, that's all.
But me I say look how much other place want fix and then some place then I reach it. When I left the people them alone.
It's miserable that you know, it's picky.
Yeah.
That is pick around, you know?
Mm-hmm. Them have some rights.
It's something.
They have rights to the land, man. They have rights to the land.
Them people down in Westmoreland will live on the street. Them make any shelter for them yet?
Why they
don't say them go down there go make shelter for them?
Would you believe me Sunday I go to Westmoreland and as early as me. When we reach a Westmoreland I like something to 10. And people that on the road already are big. Generally me never see them out so early.
Because it's getting worse on them, Auntie Jen, and they hiding it. And the people them don't live anywhere now and them getting hungry now and naked because it's getting worse. When you think because them getting the bag of food and whatever, them still getting worse with them now.
What's some my bag of food then can't serve them for long neither, you know?
Oh God, one day or so.
But me say some of the people them
What
have,
a something with
some
so
of the
them
people,
asking now if anybody have anywhere can put up any of them. That's what me hear them said.
no, them not for come ask for nobody put up nobody. Them for use the tent them where them get and give people them make them go and stay under it till them can do better.
And you know, say, my mind said to me, say, you see, some of them go and stay underneath that tent there forever. You know, my mind said that to me.
Some of them now be forced right send for go build up nothing back. Some of them don't. Let me tell you, some of them right now this time is a blessing for them because at least people are going to give them food.
So because them so poor now and not have anything, you go and make them stay like that.
You're not here, Desmond Mackenzie attack. If the people they want hard, them can hard too.
But look on him too in all that time like now. Look at how wicked rich before he go fix up downtown Tivoli. Him job is to go around go kick out people out of their house, you know, that's his job. In that time like now, you can't rough on those people like that. Yes, you want the school for true. Yeah, you want the school, but look somewhere quick and put them and then get them out of the school.
That's what they need for them.
It's not time for you to angle those people like that right now. They are human beings.
True.
Not because they are poor. They can turn to the family and tomorrow for you. They can turn around. They are persons.
But me listen this now this time because I didn't hear no one, because I not listen to Parliament, but me did stop. Let me see what come up. Hold on, my phone now pick up the internet. Me now come up, what happened? Hold on, let me see if the phone now. Hold on, let me see we hear what's going on. We're saying look like Juliet is easy, you know. But that's true, yeah, talk. Come on everybody, tap up the screen, Hold on, I know, come on, hold on, man.
House, all answers must be. Answers must be.
No, additionally,
Hold on, then. When I'm speaking, I do not expect anybody to cut up my neck. I came up here.
Warmington,
Let me finish.
member Warmington, on a point of order.
No.
On
Chairman, you don't call point of order.
From the chair. Member Warmington, you have several mics on, and I don't even need to call on any privilege as chair. You had other persons also making a point of order.
But they can't cut me off in the middle of it.
I have no clue if you're finished, and I didn't know your mic was off.
I did not complete what I'm
So
saying, Madam
kindly
Chairman.
complete your statement.
Madam Chairman, may I say to you, you cannot call point of order as Chairman and Speaker.
I don't even want
point
to
of
use
order
privilege.
can come from only the floor. Not from you.
You had one from the floor.
No. The Chairman can't call point of order on me. We can call point of order, not the chair or the Speaker. But I'm saying that I've never seen it in my 38 years.
Yes, and you have said that before, and you are repeating the house. Complete your
Madam Chairman.
complete your intervention, member.
Madam Chairman.
Member Farmington.
Madam Chairman.
Complete your intervention without repetition.
I have the greatest respect for you, but do not. I have the largest number of votes in the South, 10,000 plus. So do not do it. And don't cut me off either. Let me speak. I'm saying, when a member raises an issue, is a house. All answers must be.
When I know another just send it come and show me. I forgot look back on the parliament today. I forgot look back on the parliament because I ain't too off paid now. Because I did watch it, but Flavor with a little half dead self. I could have better watch it and then just turn me off. So I didn't really watch it.
I was watching it. That's why I said war in a Babylon today.
Oh,
that's what I mean.
You didn't watch it with Wami too?
Yeah, that's why you hear me come on and say to you, say war in a Babylon. That was
yeah,
it.
You say that, but I never know say that did I go on. And when it go on, a little while?
It look like a today.
The parliament done, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm from early on.
I'm going to look back for it, though. I'm going to look back for the parliament.
Because him lick it on her and say him have the most vote. Yeah. 10,000 and so, you know, him have that over them too, you know.
And he have them up too, you know.
Yeah, man. And them have him up too.
Yeah. Yeah, but they say Brownberg part, but they don't watch it when Brownberg ball out on them too.
No, I never watched. I didn't see that part.
Well, me I tell you, say, House of Parliament coming like a one bag of joke house. All today, Flavor, the number, the page, them, and all kind of drama. House is just puppy show.
Yes. You know it's what, Auntie Jen? Yeah. It's climate change. Climate change for them. It's climate change.
Flavor can't answer a question, and all day me and back her up in a man. Flavor can't answer a question, them.
Yeah.
No, sir.
If you ever see some of them when Mark Golden affair correct them, you would have never believe.
Pure madness. Then don't they confused in a house. Then turn idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then stay, man. We're going to watch them. We're here for them.
Yeah, that's all we do watch.
Yeah, but that's all we can't even do too.
So, I don't know, say, so I end my show for tonight. You know?
So when you're going back down so for this week?
Yeah, man.
Still?
Tomorrow, tomorrow me for going, but the lady will come with me. She have an appointment for tomorrow, so Thursday I go down there.
Oh. Okay, Sunday me going.
I not go down this Sunday. Sunday I go one church from when I get the invitation and I go.
Yeah.
Me go to church Sunday still. When I go down there, I go in a church Sunday. Because I can't so give people them in a church. But I not bother put it out on social media. Because church thing, you know.
Yeah, man.
So I not bother humiliate the people then like that.
But I never get no video of you when you went down there Sunday though.
Just what I tell you, say, I never put out no video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was a church setting that I go. You know, you will see me put out video on YouTube, so I drive through I go Hanover, I go through St. James, go through Trelawney, I go through St. Anne. I drive out the whole of the West Sunday.
So a part of Westmoreland get current?
I don't see no current. I don't notice her. So it look like some part in Hanover have current though, on the beach side.
Oh. Well, okay then.
So I not take no more Sunday. I need to go to church and go give God praise.
Yes, yeah.
So I go down there Thursday, God spare my life.
Yes.
So me make it know, man. Them now down there, so now I'm going to take my picture them. I feel my people them that.
Yes.
So I go down there.
So okay then.
Yeah, man, by God's grace. So thanks for joining in. And have yourself a good night. All right?
Okay, you too, Auntie Jen. So see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, YouTuber, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for the patience, thank you for the love, but you know, say, you know, I know me already, right? When it come on that, it come like I say 9 o'clock coming, my body automatically. So I brought myself a certain way. Me just want, so I mean, you know, me couldn't go and set up, you know. Me want sleep, sleep I come naturally. And then, but me not boil a sour soup leaf for a day. Me need to boil some. Mm. Me need for boil some. But anyway, have yourself a great night and catch you the next time. Bye. Love you.